Hello everybody, Mr. Chris here with another Valheim video. I haven't done a Valheim video in a while, so I'm going to do like a what to do in the first day type of video. Yeah, so let's get started, shall we? Just landed here. I've turned off Hugin. You don't have that annoyance. In the first little area here where you spawn in at, should have enough rocks and rocks and sticks to build your hammer right there. Now, if you'd like, you can save up the rocks and sticks until you have enough to make axe, which is the first bit that you need. Now we know where the first boss is, Ixir, and can proceed here. Generally speaking, in the first little area around the spawn area, you'll find enough sticks and rocks to make a hatchet and the hammer right away at the beginning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run around and harvest all the loose rocks. These ones here are not loose, you have to use a pickaxe for them. But like these ones are loose. And we're going to want to get about 10 of these rocks. I think you need 8, but I usually get 10 just to start off with. And then we need a few more pieces of wood. And there's usually wood laying around, but if you can't find any wood laying around, you can punch these little trees right here. They don't do any damage to you, and you usually get 2 or 3 wood out of the deal. Alright, now we have enough wood and stone to make an axe. We're going to go ahead and do so. Now, basically from here until the next, I don't know, probably 10 minutes or so, it'll be spent cutting down these little sapling trees. Don't bother with the big trees, they take too much durability off your axe, and you'll end up getting less wood for the durability. I'm going to get to 2 stacks of 50, so 100 wood. That's when I'm going to stop, all the while killing the boar and graylings as I go. Oh yeah, one other thing I forgot to mention is when you pick up those raspberries and those mushrooms, you want to eat one of those each because you'll get stamina and health. Alright, now when you see a deer for the first time, if you don't spook it right away, you can sneak up on it with the stone axe. Make sure you're not in front of it, otherwise it will see you and run off. But as long as you have stamina, you'll stay crouched, so watch your stamina bar, because if you stand up, you'll spook them. You just sneak up on them like this, and whack-a-doo! Now you got your first deer kill. Alright, and we are at the 100 wood mark here. We are going to try to find ourselves a nice little area. And on the way, we're going to be killing pigs and hopefully getting the leathers we need to make our bow. As soon as we find a nice little area to set down in, we will build us a nice little camp site area to start off the first day with. Alright, well, we found the ocean. Or what looks like the ocean anyway. I'm going to call this a good spot to build for our first little spot here. Alright, first thing you need to do is build your workbench. We're going to build the workbench off to the side for right now. And first thing you're going to do is put down 2 floor planks. Don't mind if the things are poking through right now. It's not going to matter later. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and put walls on this thing. And then we're going to slap a couple of 26-degree roofs on either side. All right, now at this point, you want to come back here and grab the workbench again. And you want to place it back inside here. And you want to push it back a little ways. You don't want to go through the back wall, but you want it to be basically touching the back wall. Then you can come up to it and it is perfectly working and ready to go. And since we were able to get enough of the resources, the leather scraps, we can now build a crude bow and also a hoe. Those would be the first things I would build after you repair everything, obviously. Alright, then you're going to want to take that hoe and you're going to want to make a flat area back here. And you do that just by simply clicking the left button as you walk. It does require stamina, keep that in mind, but that should be plenty flat enough for what we need. Go ahead and get out the hammer again, and we're going to place 2 more floors, a couple more walls, and a couple more roofs. Then we're going to take and build a bed like so. Check to make sure you can spawn in it, which this one says we can. Then if you want, you can take out these 2 middle walls here to save a little wood. Not necessary though. I leave them up just because, I don't know, that's just how I do it. Next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to build a fire pit, campfire, whatever you call it, right next to this wall here. And then you're going to build 2 walls around that, like so. Then I take a 45, and slap it up there. Then I take these two 45-degree angle walls, slap them right there. Then you're going to take your cooker, and I usually go with 2, that way I can access the fire in the middle. So if you put 3 there, you can easily fit 3 in there and cook 6 at a time. I think if you squeeze it in there nice and tight, you can get 4, but I usually don't do that much of a squeeze. And then we're going to go back into furniture, and we're going to grab a couple of chests. We're going to slap those down right next to this, and then we're going to grab a couple of torches, just so we can have light at night if we so choose. And there you go. That is the first 100 wood, and yeah, this is what we got out of it. You can easily pop up everything you need to begin with 100 wood. Now, this is not the only design you can do with 100 wood. You can make an actual shack, shed, whatever, square design, but this is the most efficient design that I've found so far. Works well. You have shelter here to take a bed. You have shelter here that you can, work on your workbench and whatnot. Now, the only thing this doesn't really give you much of is comfort. Obviously, if you're laying in bed, you do get a little bit of comfort because you're resting and whatnot, and then when you wake up, you're at rested comfort 4. So, I mean, when you sleep, you'll wake up with a rested buff of 4, which I think is 11 minutes or something. Yeah, it's 11 minutes. So that's not too bad for a rested buff, especially on day 2. So hopefully this video helped you out, and if it did, leave a like, and if you want to see more of what I do, hit that subscribe button so you can get notified every time I make one of these videos. Have a good one. Bye.